This is Combat Showcase. I'm Kevin McCarthy, along with Frank Babcock, the commissioner of the Kick International All Martial Arts. We have got a great show tonight. Kevin Croom, maybe his last fight before he goes pro.
Well, I think it's an opportunity to go back and take a look at what Kevin has done. Tremendous athlete, and a lot of the things he's done come from Colombia, from the Blue Note, a series of really top-notch events from Midwest Fight League.
Jose Vegas is on the card, too. Don't go away. Combat Showcase is next.
Welcome to Combat Showcase. First match of the night, Mike Jones versus Daniel Gallimore. Jones, 6'2", 240 pounds with a 2-1 record versus Gallimore, 6'5", 249 pounds with a no record whatsoever. I'm Mark Bland, joined as usual by Andy Echo. Andy, what do you think?
I think we got a great card for you guys tonight. Here they come out. Gallimore again in the camo trunks.
Takes a hard right shot from Jones.
Yeah, Gallimore's got 3 inches on him, so he was trying to use his legs to keep him away there. It just didn't really work that well. Mike Jones puts him in a clinch. Let's see how Gallimore works in the clinch. Nice slam there by Jones.
Gallimore's opened up, man. Is that an eye or a nose there, Andy?
I can't really tell right now, but you can definitely see the blood starting to drip on Mike Jones' back. Gallimore got opened up somewhere in the fight, and I'm not really sure where.
Extra 9 pounds, extra 3 inches, definitely working out to Gallimore's advantage here.
Yeah, he's got Mike Jones's back. He's on top, and he's just keep throwing the blow. Ooh, almost. Mike Jones almost got a leg there. Gallimore's got him in a good side headlock on side control. Let's see if he can pass him and mount him here, get a full mount.
He's got a mount on him. It looks like, oh, Mike Jones just gave up his back, Andy.
Yeah, we've seen this multiple times here on Combat Showcase where someone gives up their back. It's not usually long after that they start to lose.
And there's a good chance he might tap right here in a second, Andy. Looks like he's got
there he goes. Look at that. Look at how did you see how he wrapped his arm under there and wrenched in that guillotine? That was just classic right there. That was an excellent submission.
Great guillotine right there. Daniel Gallimore, big win over Mike Jones. Wow.
Watch the replay here and see what you'll see is you'll see him in a full mount and you'll see Mike Jones start giving up his back. And Gallimore, you can't really tell, but he's got his left arm starting to sink underneath his chin where right about now you're going to see him grab it and just turn and just wrench that guillotine in.
And once you get those guillotines wrenched in from that back mount like that, it's pretty much over. There's nothing you can do at that point.
Yeah, see here you see him reaching in there to grab his left arm. There he wrenches it in. And it's a quick tap from Mike Jones.
Big win for Daniel Gallimore in his debut. Wow. This is the kind of action you should expect every single week here on Combat Showcase.
Sanctioned by Kick International All Martial Arts. For any further information, go to kickinternational.com for any upcoming events on Combat Showcase. And if you or anybody else you know is involved in mixed martial arts and want to be on Combat Showcase, kickinternational.com is where you want to go to get the information for that.
The final match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Hopper versus Kevin Croom. Croom, 5'11", 150 with a 6-0 record, getting ready to go pro. Daniel Hopper, 5'7", 155 with an 0-1 record.
They come out and the action starts quickly.
Hopper in the green tights. Kevin Croom in the green shorts. Croom, a good fighter, obviously getting ready to go pro, and they're throwing heavy, Andy. They're throwing right off the bat. These guys are going to wail on each other. Croom throwing huge haymakers and taking it to Hopper, who works him up against the cage very quickly.
Yeah, but you can see Croom there. He's still going. He's still throwing those knees. Now, those knees are dangerous. We saw the last time we saw Croom on Combat Showcase, he actually got a warning because he accidentally got his opponent below the belt. But Croom's doing a phenomenal job tonight.
Croom not giving
nice right hand there. Knocks down Hopper.
And then Croom jumps on him and capitalizes, and he calls it, and the ref stops it for a second. I don't know what it was. You know what I think it was, Andy? When he jumped on top of him like that, I think what I saw was an elbow to the back of the head there. He was throwing that melee.
You saw Hopper kind of turn over to his right there and give up the back of his head, and you saw him, he accidentally hit him once with a hammer fist, but then he came down again the second time and he threw that elbow that hit right on the back of the neck. And that's a dangerous position to be in if you're a fighter, because if that snaps the back of your neck, that can end not only your career but your livelihood.
On top of that, Croom it was obvious Croom didn't mean to do that. It was the fact that, or it wasn't Kroom. Yeah, it was Kroom. It was Kroom didn't mean to do that. Hopper was just turning over on him. So these guys are going to start back up right now. Another big right hand by Kroom. He keeps throwing these wailing haymakers.
Well, that's
what Hopper's head.
You know, that's what we've seen Kroom do multiple times that he's been on a Combat Showcase. He likes to stand and and pound.
And this is what I love to see. I love to see two guys wail out like this.
Yeah, you know, the stand-up game, you know, a lot of people like to see the ground, the technical side of it. I just like to see a good fight every now and then, and that's exactly what we're seeing with Kevin Kroom.
Well, some of your most exciting mixed martial arts fighters, guys like Chuck Liddell and people like that, they love to do the stand-up game, and Kevin Kroom does too, because it's obvious he's not taking Hopper to the ground. He wants to pound it out.
And unless Hopper does something extremely phenomenal here, we're seeing the end of this match.
Kroom steady, patient.
Let's see if he's still trying to wrench it in a little bit tighter there. And that's definitely a good thing, because you don't want to let go of it and then have Hopper stand up and then get a knockout on Kroom.
Looks like Hopper has worked himself out of that rear naked choke. He's gotten Kroom to break those fingers, and now that lock is done. Hopper's out. Big turn of events here on Combat Showcase.
Yeah, well, you want to talk about patience. You definitely saw it there by both competitors. You saw Hopper, who had the patience not to tap on that rear naked choke. You saw Kroom, who had the patience to try to keep slipping it in, and it just never happened.
I honestly don't know what I could tell Hopper to do. He completely escapes there. Kroom's now on bottom.
And the end of the round there, Hopper was going for it, but
end of the match, ladies and gentlemen.
He was saved by the bell. I think Kroom was saved by the bell there. Hopper might have been doing some very dangerous stuff.
Andy, I got to give this entire match to Kroom. The guy was in complete control most of it. The haymakers were working out well, plus the knockdown at the early part of the second round. This really goes to Kroom's advantage.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we're going to have to see how the judges scored it, but I'm going to have to give it to Kroom as well, because Kroom, he took him down. You saw the big one that knocked down Hopper early in the first round.
Well, we're going to go to the judges' decision right now. We're going to see what he's got to say in regards to this match.
Kevin Kroom by unanimous decision. That's it. Mark, this was an awesome card tonight. Don't you agree?
Yeah, this was a great card. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of this match alone that happened earlier on. We had some great physical action between Hopper and Kroom.
Yeah, and you'll see in this replay, you'll see how it was where where the fight got stopped and the ref stopped the fight. Because you'll see where Kevin Kroom actually lands that elbow on the back of Hopper's head.
Big right shot there from Kroom.
See, there goes the shot. He goes on top of him, and there you just saw the elbow that came down on the back of Hopper's head. There you see the bigger right by Hopper, but it didn't phase him, and Kroom gets down and puts him into the guillotine. This right here is where we went to commercial break. And then we came back, and there's Kroom just pounding on him, pounding on top of him.
Kroom in total control of this situation, and when it was all said and done, wraps in the rear naked choke and takes the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Kroom is your victor. Thank you for watching Combat Showcase. I'm Mark Bland, that's Andy Geckel, and we're going to send it back to the studio. We'll see you next week.